All right. Hello and welcome. My name is Joe Batron. I'm going to be doing a live hangout tonight going over working with ZNZ. Just give me a couple of minutes. I want to make sure everybody can hear me before we jump right in. All right, everybody. I'm just typing in the chat real quick here. I want to make sure everybody can hear me and see me. So if you guys can give me some feedback, I'd appreciate it. All right. Okay, I see Michael's in here. Michael is new to the scene. Actually just now connected with me on Skype, and I gave him the link. And that's how cool this business is, folks. Hello to Crystal, Stacy, Tia, Amy, Michael. We got a few of us online. This was kind of a makeup session. Stacy says it's all good, so I'm hoping that means you guys can hear me and see me. Awesome, can see you now. Excellent. Okay, my name is Joe Batron. Again, I'm doing this is working with ZNZ as easy as 1, 2, 3, and it really is. There are some nuances to the business. There's some things that, if you're not familiar with online marketing, that you need to learn. But for the most part, if you have the ability to copy and paste, you've got a home computer or a computer, I should say, with a home internet connection, and you can follow directions. You can do this. So today is December 18th, 2014, 9 p.m., a little bit after 9 Eastern Standard Time. I stumbled into this business in April 28th of 2012, so I'm going on 2.5 years, actually a little bit over 2.5 years, since how we're almost at the end of this month. I had been looking online and trying to figure out different ways to make money online. I have been an entrepreneur and been in different businesses. I've also worked for major corporations. I've worked for mom and pop organizations. I've done really well. My background is in sales. I was in real estate for over 12 years. I did 99 deals in my last 4.5 years in investments. There aren't a whole lot of realtors that can make that claim. We basically wholesaled handymans in foreclosures. It was an awesome business. I hit a lot of home runs in that. Also made a lot of mistakes, a lot of learning curves and lessons. I've made over $100,000 in one day, closing a couple of real estate transactions. Not all of it was what I got to stick in my pocket, but just little claims to fame that you have in the past that you can draw from your experience on. Even though I had some successes in that, I was also licensed in life and health insurance. I did merchant services as well. Never really felt like I had complete freedom. And the reason that I really wanted to get something like this going online was, I wanted the freedom to live my life the way I choose, not necessarily the way I had to. And I wanted the peace of mind of knowing that I could, you're never going to totally 100% automate. You have to do some work. You know what I'm saying? You have to put some things in place. But I wanted the peace of mind along with that freedom that I knew I had enough things rolling and I could leverage my time where I didn't have to live on a computer 24/7. Yet I could make enough money to take care of my family and have money to still, have fun in life and enjoy it rather than endure it. I was trying to figure out, I was actually building a t-shirt business online and building some websites, and I really wanted to figure out how they were building all these large Twitter followers if they weren't somebody that was a celebrity like Oprah Winfrey or Beyonce or Blake Shelton. All of these guys have, hundreds of thousands of Twitters just because of their who they are. I stumbled into a tweet on Twitter one day that said, "Got no scratch to get started, check out Scratch Marketing," which is right up my alley at that time. Like I said, I was trying to build a business and had been the marketing part of it, actually. I mean, there was a lot of challenges to it. I had to learn graphic design and just a ton of different things that were very, very challenging and very, very tough. It took me a long time to do. But I was struggling with the marketing end of it, so that's where I was kind of digging into this. I seen that tweet on Twitter, and again, that was April 28th of 2012. It took me to a presentation about ZNZ that gave me some overview and insights on it, and it also led to a back-end company. ZNZ is kind of like the front door. This is kind of like what I call the Marine Corps of internet marketing. This is where you learn, the groundwork. You learn how to put out ads. You learn how to do different varieties of marketing. You learn how to attract leads. You're corresponding and interacting with people. You learn a lot of the little nuances and things online. What I found is because it's the internet and because we work at home, a lot of people don't look at it the same way they would look at a job. We're independent agents, so technically it's not a job. We're not here to hire you or fire you or tell you if you can or you can't. Let me retract that. I'm going to tell you straight out, if you have desire and you have heart and you have the will, you will you'll be able to do this. It's just a matter of like I said, copy and paste and following directions and being consistent. So that I was skeptical though, when I first found it. I had been looking since 2007. This was 2012, and I really wanted to jump in and do it. And there was just something that said, I got to know if this is real. So I went ahead and grabbed the email for the guy that I found it from. I shot him an email, and I was in Florida at the time, which is my primary home. I'm traveling at the moment right now. I'm actually in Minnesota at my youngest daughter's place, which is another really cool thing about this business. I've been working for 2.5 years. I take my laptop anywhere I want to go in the country, and I'm able to work and make money and have my freedom. So he shot me an email back with his phone number, told me, feel free to give him a call. I gave him a call. We happen to have the same background in real estate, and we carried on a conversation about an abundance of things. But he said, you know what? It is real. It's work. You know what I mean? There are things that you have to do. Basically, what ZNZ is it's a promotional company that provides an advertising service. I like using Netflix as an example. Netflix is a company that puts out a free trial. They let you check out their services. You get to get a feel for everything at the end of the month. If you like it, you keep it. If you don't, you cancel it. If you cancel, they don't charge you. If you keep it, you go ahead and pay whatever their monthly fee is on that. Companies like Netflix pay money for advertising. If you look on TV or you look around the internet and things, you will see different advertisements from Netflix. They're paying money for advertising. We're an extension of that. They don't have to pay ZNZ any kind of money, or any of these companies. They don't pay ZNZ any money to put their ads and their trial offers on the website until we bring them a customer that's willing to try their product or services. Then they're under contract to pay a commission the same way they would be paying out for a television commercial or radio commercial or anything like that. They are contracted to then pay ZNZ a commission. ZNZ says, hey, Joe, you did a great job bringing in some business in this program. We're going to go ahead and pay you a commission out, and they pay out daily. That was one of the things that excited me the most. There's lots of different companies and products and services out there that you can get involved in. They're legit. There's some crap out there and scams, and you need to do your research and your diligence, which you should do with anything, whether it's a job, whether it's a business, that you're doing brick and mortar, whether you're in sales, whether you're doing anything online. You want to make sure that what you're getting into is something that you're interested in doing, B, you enjoy, and C, it's going to give you the rewards that you're looking for. I had seen a lot of different companies that you could sell their products and services, and whatever you sold, let's say, for example, today's the 18th. So let's say we were, involved in one of those companies, and they say, hey, whatever you sell by the end of the month, you get paid for on the 20th or the 21st of next month. That's like 5-6 weeks away. I don't know about you guys, but I eat every single day. I got bills to pay. I don't have 5-6 weeks to roll the dice and wait for money. I know we've all been in different situations like this where you start a job and you got to get your first week in, and then it's a 2-week, or a week hold back and 2 weeks for the next check, and you're starving because 3 weeks go by before you can touch any cash. What really excited me about this company is that they pay out daily. So anything that I bring in today, I submit, as long as I submit, usually by about 10 or 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. They review everything at the end of the night, they approve it, and then it's deposited into your account the next day. What I am going to do here is I'm going to jump in and share my screen Give me a couple seconds here. I got a message from Stacy. Okay. Yeah, not a problem, Stacy. She was going to join me on the broadcast this evening, but she's still having issues with one of her computers. So that is cool. What I want to Okay, hopefully, can you guys let me know you can still see me here on the broadcast? I had accidentally closed the window and I just clicked and it's still showing that I'm broadcasting and I'm live. So if you guys could just give me a heads up and let me know that you can still hear me. Amy, can you hear me? Hey, Leslie, glad you can join us. All right. See Michael's still there. Rick, Diana, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys for coming out. I'm just waiting for somebody to give me a heads up. Can you guys still hear me and see me now? Okay. Amy's saying that she can still hear me and see me. All right, cool. Sorry about that, guys. I was trying to close out some windows so that I could get in here and show you some things. And I accidentally closed out the wrong one. I had too many open in the background. I also want to pull something up here real quick. I have a lot of windows open. I'm going to get into a bunch of stuff tonight. I'm going to be moving a little bit quickly. This is recorded, so you can always come back to this page and you can rewatch the information here. All right, that one's open there. Let's do this. All right, I'm going to come back in. I'm going to share my screen here. I was going to try and pull up a couple of ads and what have you, but I'm not going to worry as much about that right at the moment. I want to get into everybody being able to see what's happening. Okay. All right. Awesome. All right. Here's what I wanted to. I want to kind of go through the process here. Everybody here that's watching this is either on the team or it's somebody that has been invited or should have already gone through and looked at a presentation. Here's the simplistic part of this whole thing. We say you need to copy and paste ads and follow directions. So what you're basically doing when you're copying and pasting ads, you're bringing people are going to come in and they want information on it. We have a system, and you guys are going to be new when you come in, for those of you that are not already involved in the business, and those of you that are new, we provide an information system for you because you're not going to know all of the answers as all the questions that are coming in. And this is the easiest, most simplistic way for us to assist you in your business and helping you make sales. Lindsay and I've been working in this for 2.5 years. Lindsay's been involved for 3 years. Her and I've been working together the majority of the time. I think I ran into Lindsay maybe within a month of me finding this business, and together we've built and created all of this information for you. We didn't have this kind of stuff when we first got started. So this is the information system that you actually get to use as well. Because a lot of you are sitting there saying, well, I'd love to do something like this, but I don't, it feels a little overwhelming at times when you first get in because it's something new. It's different information you're not accustomed to. So we have an information system set up for you. This is one of the capture pages. It's going to give a quick little video there that Lindsay did. You can see her right here. And people are basically going to come here to your page. This happens to be mine. It's just coded to me. You can have this page or you have several different looks that you can choose from. And they're going to say, hey, I want some more information. So they're going to put their name and their email in here. This is called a capture page because it captures that information. Below here, you'll see this is actually me. It does say 4 minutes ago, but that was 11 months into working with this company, and I had made $41,326 part-time working online. Yeah, okay, like I said, I stumbled into a post in April 2012. I'm going to actually show you that when I log in as well. Dana's another one of our teammates that had done rather well. Charlotte Crowell, there's a payment for $285. Another one for $250, another one for $1,030. So this is information that you'll be able to see when you go and check it out. Or you have this type of support here for people to see that are inquiring about your business. So even though you're just getting started and you haven't had success, or you may not have all the answers and information, we have it all set up for you. You plug right into it. You're going to get an agent ID number. You're going to plug your information in there, and you're going to have a link that you're going to share out there with your ads, and people are going to ask for information. We're going to provide all of these tools and all of this stuff for you to essentially plug right into. Again, if you can copy and paste and you can follow directions, you can do this. So once they put their name and their email in here, they're going to be taken to the next page, which is called the landing page, or this is the video overview. All right, this is the first $100 is the easiest money you'll ever make online. It's going to have a video here, and then right underneath are the steps to get started. As I said, and I named this video, working with ZNZ is as easy as 1, 2, 3. Steps 1, 2, and 3. Once they watch the video, typically they're going to have questions. They're going to come back and they're going to ask you some questions, which is the interaction that you're going to provide for them, explaining the business. This is the assistance part where we come in and help them out. In getting started, if they click ZNZ1, I'm sorry, step 1 goes to ZNZ1. There's 2 programs we work, or they're advertising programs. One is ZNZ1, which is right here, and there'll be a video that shows you how to get started. You're going to click here, and it'll take you right over and link you into the actual parent company, which is ZNZ. It stands for Zip, not a Zilch. They've been in business since July 11th of 2007. They're based in Wichita Falls, Texas. They are on the Better Business Bureau. You can see their physical address and phone number and all their information, and they are rated. They're not members of the Better Business Bureau. That's a membership fee. You basically pay to be a member of that. However, they still evaluate businesses. Now, this is where we get we select when you're going to go to this page right here. It's the first one you're going to see. They classify what our payments as a gift, and it may have something to do with the laws in the state or the laws of the way this is set up. I personally prefer cash. So if you hold your mouse over the PayPal, you're going to see cash. It's deposited into your PayPal account with no fees. You get $20 per referral. When you come down here, it's going to say you're being referred by user ID. Mine is 445250. Whomever referred you to this, this will be their number. If you don't see in green where it says you're being referred by a user ID and a number here, then you want to get back with that person, because something may have happened when you link back in and it's not registering properly. But you want to make sure that you're signed up underneath them, because they're going to be your lifeline. They're going to be the ones that are working with you, helping you plug right into the team. There's over 600 of us, including myself, that are going to work with you. It's free to sign up with this company. It doesn't ever cost you anything to sign up with them, nor does it ever cost you anything to work with them. Having said that, there are requirements. I'm going to jump right into them. So you would basically put your email address in here. I'm already a member, so I'm not going to sign up for another one. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to put in my email address. If I could type tonight. All right. Okay. This, when you first sign up and you log in, it's going to ask you your personal information there. This is just like a job. You need to make sure that your information is accurate. They are going to double check it. When you start making money, they're going to ask you to send in a copy of your ID to verify who you are, for a couple different reasons. When we work this business, we get paid for bringing in legitimate leads. You have to be a real person that's actually trying a product or service out for these companies to pay out a commission. So that, we report this on our taxes. Once you reach $600 or more in income by federal law, you then have to report it on your taxes. So once you get to that point, you're going to fill out a tax form that's going to be called the W-9. We'll take care of all that. That's kind of trivial little things. As you can see here, I was referred by my sponsor there, Steve, out in Seattle on April 28th of 2012, as I had mentioned to you. I showed you my number was 445250. When you sign up, I'm kind of giving you a little training in advance. When you sign up for this, you're going to have your own number and your own link. These 6 or 7 numbers that are going to be at the end right here are going to be your agent ID number. Another thing I wanted to show you, I don't want to go too far down and get into people's personal information, but I've been working with them for 2.5 years. It says right here at the very bottom of the screen, your referrals, total referrals, 1,797 people. I'm 3 people short of 1,800 people that have signed up with me on ZNZ from seeing my ads. All right, and that's basically all I do is I copy and paste ads online. I do it in various places, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Craigslist, classified ads. You can put pictures of Pinterest on Pinterest with different links in there leading into your presentation as well. You like hot cars, you know, hey, how awesome would it be to, you know, work for yourself, be able to travel around and, you know, drive the car of your dreams. Click on the picture, it links them into a presentation, something along those lines. So there's various things that you can do. As I said, it never costs any money to work with ZNZ. We don't pay them anything. There's no monthly fees or anything like that. The one requirement they ask you is to do a couple of those trials. You have to get 1 credit. Okay, see that I have 1 credit here. A little after midnight on the 29th, I found it probably 10 o'clock at night. So a little after midnight, after I had spoken to Steve and I found out it was real, I went ahead and I did my trial. I did Privacy Guard. I thought I had seen them on here. The offers will rotate on occasion here. You've got Elmo's, Disney Book Club, Disney Movie Club, BZ auctions there, your identity theft protection. Freezer is associated with something with Walmart. You got creditreport.com, Dr. Seuss books, Gamefly, you know, things of that nature. There's a variety of different companies on here. A lot of them are Fortune 500 companies. I'm going to show you a quick little trick here. If you click on cost and you click on refresh, it brings all of the free and low-cost offers to the first page. So it's going to filter them for you. What I wanted to show you here is I'm actually going to give you a little bit of a treat tonight. I told you that all you have to put in is an email to sign up. It's completely free. You don't ever pay ZNZ any money. Okay, what they do is they ask you, when somebody does a trial with one of these companies, this company then pays ZNZ money. So when you get 1 credit, which you may have to do a couple trials, each of these companies pays ZNZ money. This is ZNZ 1, so ZNZ pays out $20, and the bonus that they're giving for this month on this program is $5. So it's actually 25 bucks. All right, so I'm going to show you how you can get started 100% free. It's not going to cost you anything. You put in an email, you filled out your information, you're signed up as an agent, you have an agent ID number. In order for you to make money, you've got to get 1 credit. Now, if you look over here, my identity, my life, privacy protection, if you hold your mouse over the trials, it opens up a little pop-up window. This is a 7-day trial, so they want you to try it out for 7 days. If you don't like it, cancel it. Obviously, we encourage you to keep trials, but there's no requirement there. You're not obligated to keep it, but you still get the credit as long as you try it out. You can't sign up, get the trial, and turn around and cancel it, and 20 minutes later, then you're not giving it an honest evaluation. Okay, so you've got to get 1 credit here. If you look at this, this is 0.30 credits. So I can do this for free. It's going to give me 1/3 of a credit. If I go right below, this is freecreditscore.com. So this is going to show me privacy protection here. This is going to give me one of my credit scores. All right. And it's going to give me 0.20 credits, and it's absolutely free. So I've got a half a credit between these 2 trials right here. Absolutely free. Didn't cost me anything. It's going to take me about 10 minutes. I'm going to sign up. I'm going to check out their service and take it from there. Right next to here, this is myscore.com. Now, this is another company that does credit reporting as well. So let's compare them. You know, this is a half a credit, and it's actually 100% free. So I've got a half a credit here for free. I got 0.20 for free. That's 0.70, and I have 0.30 for free. Okay, I just eliminated 100% of your excuses or anybody's excuses to not work this business, unless it's just flat out something that you don't desire to do. You know, you either don't have a computer at home with the home internet, or you're not able to do a couple of little trials. But there's no cost out of your pocket to get this thing started. I just showed you that. Okay, if these offers rotate on occasion, most of the time these are going to be here. If, for example, one of them's gone, if you couldn't do this one for free, this is $1, 0.30. You replace it with another trial, $1, 0.30, $1, $1.99 for a half a credit. I mean, you can spend $2 here and nothing here, and for $2, you got your credits done. You get to try out, check out your credit report, see what kind of service they have. Hydroxytone is a skin cream. It's just a lotion. It's a higher priced lotion with some different moisturizers and things for aging and what have you. Gillette razors, $2. If you had to spend a couple dollars, big deal. You know what I'm saying? We go to the convenience store and we blow $5, $10, $15, $20. We don't think twice about it. This is a viable business. You can sit at your home and you can make money for your family, and they will pay you within 24 hours. That's powerful. That's strong. Okay. This is the first program. So we can make 25 bucks on there, and I showed you how you can get it started absolutely free. Okay. Step 2 is the Big Cash program. This is the second one we work. These are the two most popular programs with ZNZ. So we work those programs because they're the easiest to get completed. They're the most popular, and enables us to make money right away. So this is how you get started with ZNZ Big Cash. There's going to be a video here. And again, I'm explaining all of this. I've got 2.5 years experience. I could talk about this stuff in my sleep. You don't have to have all that knowledge. When your people click on step 2, they're going to be, watch this video that Lindsay did, and she's going to walk them right through what I'm going to show you right now. She's going to do that for you. Now, here's another really cool thing. When I first got started, I told you guys how I wanted to leverage my time. I didn't want to be on the computer 24 hours a day. Well, when I put an ad out online, it's there 24/7. It doesn't go away. It continues working for me around the clock. Somebody might stumble into my ad at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. They click on it. They go get the information. They go to my capture page right here. They're going to put their information in, and they're going to take on over here. It makes sense to them. Boom, they join up. They get started. They see how the videos are. There's many times I've woken up and had money sitting there waiting for me, you know what I'm saying, when I never even spoke to the person because they seen my ad and they were able to follow directions. So when you click here on Big Cash, it's going to take you over to ZNZ's Big Cash website. Again, takes you to the parent company's site, and this is their different program. Same thing here now. If I hold my mouse over the PayPal, this is where we get paid more money on this one. Okay, this deposit, it's a minimum of $60. And then there's a monthly bonus. It's 25% this month, so that's an extra $15. That's 75 bucks. So in the first program, ZNZ1, you're getting paid 25. On this one, you're getting paid 75. So you make $100 per referral completion on both of these programs. Why are people going to do the trials? Because they want to make money. Think of how hard you've worked for other people and how hard you work at jobs and for how long. And to be able to have an opportunity to have this type of business that you work at home, online, that actually works for you even when you're not online, and have the opportunity to make $100 payments over and over again is it's priceless, folks. I mean, I actually spent about 15 bucks to get started. I'm going to go in here and show you some of the other trials on ZNZ Big Cash and what have you. But this is my number here. It's 445460. I wanted to show you that because it's different from the other one. So you're going to have, when you sign up for this one, it's free as well. You're going to have a different agent ID number. So you'll have one for ZNZ1. You'll have another one for ZNZ Big Cash. I'm showing you this so that when you guys get started, you know right where to go find your agent ID numbers, and you can plug them right into the information system here, so that when people are signing up and you're sending them here to look at your system, they're signing up underneath you. That's how we are able to, ZNZ is able to keep track of everybody and who's doing the work and who's bringing the people in and who gets paid. To answer your question there, PayPal, as you see, is probably one of the number one ways that we get paid. You can also choose a paper check. You have to have a minimum of 2 referrals. You can get paid with Payza, which is also similar to PayPal, or they have other gifts. Me personally, I want cash. I'll buy my own iPhones and iPads and all that. I'm sure I can get a better deal with the cash money in my hands. Again, I showed you that I had found this shortly before midnight. On the 28th, I signed up for this one. Looks like shortly after midnight on the 29th, 12:59 a.m. So almost 1 a.m. in the morning. Again, 445460 right here is where you're going to find your agent number as well. You're going to click on the offers here. Same thing. Now they pay us more money here, so we've got to do a few more offers. I did a lot of the smaller ones, 0.15, 0.15, 0.20. You can see I did these on April 29th, 2012. Okay, I had got all my credits done. Actually, I went a little bit over 1.10. Again, you've seen these on the other program there. We're going to click cost. We're going to click refresh. Now, on the other program now, you can only do the trials once. So if you've used these 3 trials up here, then you're not going to be able to do them again. You can also see that these are a little bit less in the credits. And the reason is because ZNZ pays more money. So you have to do a little bit of extra work one time. You never have to do these again. I did these, you can see where I did these on, April 29th of 2012. You never ever have to go back and requalify again. You're qualified for life, okay? So let's assume that we went ahead and we did these 3 on the first one because we got started 100% free. Now what we would have to do is we'd have to come down here. I spent about 15 bucks. It may be around some $15, $20. But you can get your credits in there. You can look at some of these other different programs. This is 4 bucks for the Elmo books, Disney Book Club, Dr. Seuss and Friends. The hydroxytone is 0.20 for $2. You have $1 here for Road Save. Protect My ID is only 0.5. Video Stripe is 0.15. It's real simple. You do a handful of these trials like I did. You might spend 10, 15, even 20 bucks. You can't put gas in your car and go look for a job for less than that. You're going to spend it one time. You never spend any money on a monthly basis with ZNZ or joining. You're not obligated to keep any of these. We do encourage it, and a lot of people will. My daughter is actually going to be 19, and she's still a Disney movie nut. She signed up for the Disney Book Club, and actually she signed the Disney Video Club. She did both, but she still gets the Disney video movies. My mom, wanted to try it out. She signed up for the Disney Book Club. It was 99 cents for 4 books, $3.96, and she gave them out to the neighborhood kids. It's a little tight on time to expect anything for Christmas right at this point in the game, but so I wouldn't order these as Christmas gifts and expect them to be there in time. But you know what I'm talking about. You can see here, here's a Batman automobile collection. It's funny because they have a new Batman roller coaster coming out. I'm a big kid when it comes to stuff like that. So I'm a Marvel comic fan. I'm also a Star Trek fan. There's another Star Trek collection. There's different things that you can choose from. This is a basic talk. I've had people sign up for the cell phone service, Real Player Cloud. There's a variety of things that you can choose to get your trials done. Again, you make $75 on this program here. I'm going to click on the promotions. When you click on the December promotions, it's going to take you to ZNZ Zip Not a Zilch, their bonus page. I was showing you ZNZ1. It's a $20 with a $5 bonus, so you're getting 25 bucks. ZNZ Big Cash is right here. It's a $60 base with a $15 bonus. They have a variety of other different programs. Get together with the people that you started or that were invited here with to see what programs they're working. The 2 most popular and the easiest ones, coincidentally, Steve Johnson, this is my sponsor I was telling you guys about. We're good friends and actually doing business and other things. I'm going to show you that as well. So you can make the payments of the 25 and 75. It's 100 bucks. I went ahead and opened up a bunch of different little payment things here. This is ZNZ1. I had 2 completions there, so it would be 40, 50 bucks on that. This day I had 4 completions on a ZNZ1. That would have been 100 bucks just from ZNZ1 in that one day. This is a $78 payment from ZNZ. These are daily payments, folks. $101. This is $303. There's no limits. This is one day. You know, you get paid in each day. I want to be careful not to close this out completely. So I wanted to show you that. That's basically the two different companies and the programs that we work to make the $100 per deal. You've got the presentation system that's already set up. You plug in, you put in your name, your email, you put in your ZNZ1, your ZNZ Big Cash ID, and you get your own system that's ready to go for you, which is actually step 3, get your marketing system. So you've got everything from A to Z pretty much set up here. I didn't get into, we do provide you with the ads. Oh, I did actually want to, this is the ZNZ Solutions training website. So in addition to the information system that you have, if I was the one that invited you here, then you would be messaging me when you needed help. I would point you in the right direction for ZNZ. You have the information system and you have the training center set up here. Guys, this is hours and hours and hours of work and experience and development and things that Lindsay and myself and a few others have contributed to help you guys. We didn't have any of this kind of stuff when we got started. If you look under the marketing tab, you know, how am I going to advertise? Where am I going to advertise? You can do article marketing, Craigslist, Facebook, how to post on classified ads. I mentioned Pinterest earlier. Backpage, you can put ads on there. There's different forums. We show you how to generate traffic. All of these steps are right here. It's a step-by-step, you know, the general rules for posting, how to eliminate ghosting, how to make image ads. We give you the step-by-step videos and instruction for all of this kind of stuff here, okay? You want to create a routine here when you get started. You have to approach this like a job, and I mentioned earlier there's a disconnect that, you know, people don't look at it. When you got to get your butt out of bed, you've got to be, that was weird. Oh, I have company, Miss Rhodes. Mrs. Rhodes, I apologize. Lindsay stumbled in on us here. Awesome. Let me jump back in here. This is, and when you're working this, you know, you've got to treat it as a job. You've got to get up and you've got to work and you've got to produce results. A lot of people, you'll see that, oh, it sounds too good to be true, and they miss the work part of this. When you're in business, you provide a service or you have a product. We're providing an advertising service. Same way I mentioned Netflix, and I showed you the different companies with Zipnot and Zilch. You know, they're paying us to bring them customers. We're providing advertising. So in creating a routine, I mean, we've gone as far as if you're going to work this full time, here's an 8-hour day, and it gives you a little bit of an idea. This is your own business, and you work it in your own pace. So you don't have to, you know, you want to use this as a guideline, but you plug it into your own clock and your own time. You work around your own family schedule. You know, these are things that you can do in a full-time day. If you're only working this part-time, here's some guidelines, you know, on how to structure that. You want to have a plan. You've got to have plan your work and then work your plan. There's another part of this actually here, this 30-day action plan. Lindsay has gone through, and I already clicked on the button, so it's going to switch on me. Let me go back to where I was. This 30-day action plan, you know, welcome to your business. Goal setting, you know, you set up your daily schedule, your mindset, how to use the back office system. I mean, we go through and give you step by step instructions each and every day on how to basically get started, how to generate leads, how to deal with your people. When I said it's about copying and pasting, I really mean it's about copying and pasting, guys. Okay, when somebody, this is a script that I have set off to the side here. When somebody comes and says, hey, Joe, I put out ads in a group or something, and they want to know some information, they post on there saying info, I'm copying and pasting this, guys. It's already set up and ready to go. I'm going to type in their name here, John, and I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to write in there. I didn't have to retype all of the same stuff over and over again. When I say copy and paste, I mean copy and paste. Hey, pleasure to meet you. You're going to say the same thing. What we do is simple. We provide an advertising service for major companies, helping them gain potential customers. We copy and paste ads online to bring people into the promotion companies' websites. Companies like Disney, Discover, Gamefly, and Netflix pay commissions when we bring them people to check out their trial offers. You copy and paste it. You're going to need to personalize it when you jump up in here. If they make some different comments, you're going to, you know, you want to be real. You got to make a connection. This is also about helping people. There's several different things that take place when you're doing this business. Number one, you are helping these companies gain potential customers. As I had showed you here, and all the different trials, these companies that are paying out for the advertising. So you're helping those companies gain customers. You're helping ZNZ. You're bringing in money to the company so they actually profit and they have money to pay you your commissions. You're also helping them expand their advertising team for when you're bringing in a new agent that wants to work the business. You're helping ZNZ expand their team. We're helping each other, and you're helping people that really need something. There's a lot of people, you know, I've met people that have MS, people that have fibromyalgia. Corey Troyer is a perfect example. He's one of our team members. He had some sort of an accident where a truck kind of crushed his middle section. It did, you know, he's still with us, and thankfully, but he has a lot of problems with his stomach because of the internal damages he had from an accident. So it's hard for him to work a regular job. There's a lot of people that are on disability. There's people that are, you know, mothers. Lindsay, as I mentioned, is she still here with us? Oh, no, she's not. See, this is one of the benefits of having a team there. Lindsay has 3 boys. She's a former nurse, and she's got 3 boys that are in high school, and they're having basketball games right now. They just came out of football season. She used to miss all of those games when she was working as a nurse. You know, she had to basically be there for the schedule. Now that she works for herself, she doesn't miss anything. You know, she's there for all the ball games. She's one of the main mothers that does fundraising for the school and the whole 9 yards. So it really gives you freedom, gives you the ability to be at home with your children. You can work around their schedule. I am going to tap in here real quick. Okay, cool. We're still going live here. I'm going to give you a little bit of bonus stuff tonight here in the training for you guys showing up on a Thursday night. Like I said, normally we do these every Tuesday night from 9 p.m. And part of the system there that you get and the benefit of it is I'll show you real quick. Hey, who's that guy? This is the back office system that you're going to get with the ZNZ Solutions team and how you manage your business, and it's going to make me oops, hold on one second. KI1 SC3, cool. Maybe log back in. Every Tuesday night at 9 o'clock, we do this. This is where you guys are at right now. You're in the training center. So when you click on this, it's going to give you your own link that you can actually advertise out there. If you guys look underneath the video, actually, I need to go back for that. We work for you. You know, normally there's 2 or 3 or 4 of us up here online. We're getting into the holidays. I'm doing a little bit of it off. My internet connection failed on Tuesday night, so I'm jumping in here and making sure that I got you guys covered to do this. When you go underneath the video right now, see now whoever invited you here is going to give you a link. So if you weren't invited by anybody, then you want to get together with somebody here, or you're going to join up and you'll be actually underneath Lindsay here. But step 1, when you have that back office system, you give somebody your link, you can invite them here to see that, yes, we're real. It's a real business. There's real people doing it. We're really making money. It's legitimate. It's very simple. It's advertising. Companies pay money for advertising. We provide an advertising service. When you bring them business, they pay you. It's real cut and dry and very simple. They can actually join right underneath the chat here in the video as well. Hint, hint, for those of you that are invited and you're watching, if you have questions, get back together with the person that you invited here and that invited you here. If you don't have any questions and you have an idea, make sure that you're using Firefox to sign up. The reason being is when you do a trial with those companies, it communicates between ZNZ and that company, and when you do the trial, it sends the information back to ZNZ and says, okay, John did a trial, and they get the credit for it because you want to make sure you get the credits. You can't submit for them, but the ideal way to do it is Firefox. The reason we use Firefox is they're the least restrictive. Google Chrome will be like a 50-50 shot in the dark. Whether it'll credit or not, you have to look for the welcome emails and so on and so forth. Internet Explorer is the most restrictive, and it usually blocks that information going back and forth to the 2 companies. and you have a hard time getting the credits. That's why we say make sure it's Firefox. All right, for those of you that are here on a Thursday night, shortly before the holidays, I'm going to jump in and share a little bit of training with you. I'm going to give you the 7 keys to the castle. My sponsor, Steve Johnson, actually wrote a book called The 7 Keys to the Castle in 2007, kind of giving an outline of what it takes to be successful in your business online. And I took it and I'm kind of tailoring it a little bit. This isn't the book. This is just a blog post that I put together, and I wanted to share some things with you. And I went through this afternoon, and I spent a little bit of time putting some things together to help you, kind of give you a little bit of a guideline. I said you're missing it. You know, life is happening right before your very eyes. You already hold the keys to success. Just turn the key and unlock your dreams. You can take this business anywhere you want. Okay, I showed you payments up to $303 in one day. There's people that have made over $1,000 in a day. There's people that are making 50, 80, 100 bucks. You can take it to any level that you want. There's no limitations. However much business you bring in, you get paid on the next day. So the first thing you want to do, you might want to get a pen and piece of paper out. Again, this is going to be recorded, so you can always pop back and take a look at this. You got to know why, and money's not a reason why. I made a comment in the beginning of this how I was in the real estate business, and I've made over I made $118,000 in one day. I closed 2 real estate properties, and they were investment properties, so I was able to pull cash out of them. That's another story all in itself. But for the longest time when I was a kid, I thought, man, I gotta make all this money, and I'm gonna get rich, and then I'm gonna be happy. I never really cared about fame. I'm one of those types of people. I'd rather have the money and be in the background and be left alone than have to worry about, all the glory and, being on cameras and all that kind of stuff there. I just want to go enjoy my life, and I want to have fun. I've made over $100,000 in one day, and I was very happy at that point in time, but I can't say I was happy with my life or that it brought me the happiness. So when I say you need to find out why you're doing this, what is your why? What are your passions? Money is only a means to get to those. My passions, as I told you, I want my freedom. I want peace of mind of knowing I can pay my bills. I want to, have that partner that is just that unconditional connection and love and that you share your life with. My daughter has been, my driving force for 19 years. I've busted my tail to try and provide for her. You want to prioritize those things when you get there. So, I mean, you got to figure out what your passions are. A lot of people, it's their family, it's their children, they want to spend that time. Instead of paying a daycare to raise your kids, you can actually be there to raise your kids. You can make the decisions for your children. You have the flexibility 100% in this business. It's about your production. It's about what you're producing and your results. So if you can basically get your ads out there and you can respond to people that are saying, hey, I want some additional information, and again, I showed you how you can copy and paste the majority of that kind of stuff. It literally takes me anywhere from 2 to 60 seconds to respond to somebody with an abundance of information. I ask them some questions, see what they're looking for. I'm a big Zig Ziglar fan. If you can help enough other people get what they want in life, you get what you want in life. So, this really, comes down to helping these companies get customers, helping ZNZ make money and bring in, expand their advertising team, and helping people that direly need something legitimate that they can do right from home. You want to prioritize, those things. I use an expression, when your wants become needs is when you'll see things change in your life. I want a lot of things, but when I need something, it takes on a different meaning. Your mindset is I call it mindset over madness. I'll do another training on this. But your mindset is what you really, really, really need to focus on, because we're our own worst enemies. We have our doubts and fears and all that kind of stuff. And as I showed you earlier, you don't need to know everything in the beginning. We're going to give you the information. We're going to give you the system that explains everything. We're going to give you ads to copy and paste. We're going to give you pictured ads that you can share. You're already doing it. Most of you probably seen this off of Facebook. You're liking and sharing things, and you're not getting paid a dime for it. Why not like and share some additional things over here? And you can continue doing what you're doing. We're not telling you to stop liking and sharing and comment and talking with your friends. As a matter of fact, we encourage that. But You know, you also want to mix in some things there for your business so that it brings in money for your family. All right. You want to clearly detail what your passions are. You know, when you write down your thoughts and and you put a date on them, they become goals. And the reason for that is, it gives you a sense of urgency. You know, like I said, I used the expression earlier. You know, a thought is or a thought becomes a goal when you put a date on it, something along those lines. You also want to have the excitement. Excitement breeds excitement. I'm excited that I can do this and travel around the country and be on my own schedule, and I don't have to worry about what time I get up in the morning or do I have to just go sit in traffic, and be somewhere that I don't want to be, working and doing things that I don't want to do. I can do that. Action is one of the biggest things that you're going to need in this business. You've got to take massive action. We'll cover a little bit more of that down the road here. And vision, you've got to, and this goes back to mindset. Your mind is going to deliver what you want it to. So you've got to focus on where you want it, not where you are in life, not where you've been. You can't change any of that. Where you're sitting right now or watching this video is where you're at. There's nothing going to change. Okay, where you've been in the past, you're not going to go backwards and change any of that. You need to look at where you want to go. Okay, you need to visualize that, and your goals and writing those things down and what your passions are and why you're doing this. You need to say, hey, here's what I want my life to be like. Here's what I want each day to be like. Here's what I want for my kids. Here's what I want to do for my relationship. Here's what I want to do for myself. Okay, you're going to need an infrastructure, the framework, a system, a method of success. I basically just took you in here and I showed you, boom, here's a capture page. It's already set up for you. There's 5 or 6 different ones you can choose from. They're going to enter the information. Boom, they're going to go here. These are coded to you. When you saw when I clicked them, they went to my numbers. When you send somebody in there and they click on yours, they're going to go to your numbers. It's real cut and dry. It's real simple. You've already got the method of success. I've showed you here. You've got all the step-by-step instructions. You've got hours and hours and years of experience that we've put into this to make it as easy as we can for you. All right, so your infrastructure and your methods are all set up. Again, if you can copy and paste and you can follow directions, you can do this. You got to have a plan, the steps to follow. I showed you that. Everything's at your fingertips with the training site. Consistency. I go back to the tortoise and the hare. The consistency is what wins the game. You don't have to go out and put 1,000 ads out each day, but I would recommend at least 50 to 100. It seems like a lot, but realistically, you could sit there and take one ad. If I took this and I copied it, oops, I don't want to select all. But if I took this and I copied it, and I wanted to run and paste it somewhere 10 times, I could do that in what, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and I got 10 ads out in 1 minute, 2 minutes. Literally, it's not really. It seems like it's a lot, but it's just a matter of consistency. You want to be doing it daily. You got to have a plan of action, plan your work, and then work your plan. When I do say daily, be realistic about it. If you want to take a day off, or you got some things going on the weekend, or you want to work this Monday through Thursday, or you want to work it Monday through Friday, or whatever, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. Me personally, man, when I made that first couple $100 and I went to the ATM and I started spitting out $20, I was pumped. I was excited. I wanted to do more, so I put in more time. You need a mentor. The person that invited you here is going to be available for you to help you. They're not going to babysit, and they're not going to take you by the hand and do everything for you. They can work with you. They can't do it for you. So that's going to be, you're going to need to be an adult. You're going to need to be responsible. This is a commitment you're making to yourself. You're not committed to ZNZ. You're not paying them anything. You don't have to pay. There's no monthly payment. There's none of these companies. You don't have to keep any of those trials. So there's really no long-term commitment that you have to make to anybody other than yourself and your family. Okay, as far as the mentorship, here you have me on a Thursday night sitting here live on a video. I'm going to jump in and answer people's questions. I'm giving you the presentation. I'm doing it for you. You could have invited 20 or 30 people that wanted to know about the business with your link and have them watching this video. And if they decide to get started, they can go right underneath the video and they can click step 1. They get started and they're automatically linked to you, or they're going to come back to you and they're going to ask you the questions. We have a group here called the ZNZ Solutions Group on Facebook. You do have to meet some requirements. You have to complete ZNZ 1. You've got to complete ZNZ Big Cash. And we also work with a company called GDI that gives you a website and different things you can use You need to be a member of GDI. It's another extension of our training. It helps us continue to get paid. We don't get paid for, I'm not getting paid for doing this. My business pays me overall, and this leads into multiple income streams. We'll get into that a little bit later. GDI is also another thing that will bring you money in here. But there's over 600 of us here in the ZNZ Solutions Group. You jump in there and you throw a question in on the group. Somebody's already been there and done that. You know, teamwork makes the dream work. Somebody's going to jump in there. They're going to give you some advice. They're going to answer your questions. They're going to show you what worked for them, what didn't, so on and so forth. Weapons is number 5. What you'll need as far as weapons are concerned. You need a computer. You need a home internet connection. We're going to give you the ads. I just went through the marketing and I showed you the different sources to advertise: Craigslist, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Backpage, hundreds and hundreds of free classifieds, IBO Toolbox, LinkedIn, Empire Avenue. There's an endless array of places that you can advertise. You're the biggest weapon and your worst enemy. I say get out of the way. And this is really the number one thing that holds people back in the business is this right here, you. You don't have to know everything. It really, you know, when it all boils down to it, nobody else is paying my bills. What matters the most is what I think about me. It doesn't matter what other people think, whether they like to see an ad or they don't like to see an ad, whether they agree with it, whether they believe it or not. It really doesn't matter. What matters at the end of the day is that I'm working on producing results for this company, and this company's paying me, okay? And that's why I say you're your biggest weapon, you know, and you're also your worst enemy. Get out of your own way. All you have to do is copy and paste and follow the directions, and this is going to work for you, okay? It's going to take care of it. It's proven. ZNZ's paid out over $9 million in commissions since they've been in business. Number 6, Steve is from Sweden, so he's like, you gotta, you kind of, this is about more attitude, being a Viking. It's a do or die type of attitude. One of my favorite pictures is Yoda saying, "Do or do not. There is no try." This is something that there's nothing difficult about this. It's just new. It's things that you have to learn. If I can do it, you can do it. I got a little something for you guys. I was a 13-year-old runaway, and I grew up in Las Vegas, on the streets of Vegas. They didn't catch me very often over a 3 or 4 year period, but as a runaway, I never went to high school. They actually forced me to go to 10th grade, so I did actually complete 1 grade in school, 10th grade. As a result, you know, it's not always about education as much as it is about learning your lessons in life and having that passion and heart and desire to go after what you want. You don't have to have a lot of special skills. I've educated myself out of desire. I've done a lot of reading and studying and learning over the years. As I said, I was licensed in life and health insurance and variable annuities, passing the state exam in Florida. I passed the real estate state exam twice. One because I let my license lapse when I got out of the business. I decided to go back and get my license again. I've done that without a high school education. I wanted to study. I wanted to learn. You can do this. If I can do it, you can do it. It's just, like I said, it's basically out of desire. What you need to do is decide that what you want is more important than what you're afraid of. You know, you're going to miss 100% of shots that you don't take. I showed you that you could sign up for free and you could do free trials and you're ready to go. You have a business at your fingertips. It didn't cost you a dime. Sometimes that's a detriment because if there's no risk, you know what I'm saying, you feel like you have nothing to lose and you don't give it as much of an effort. I'm going to tell you right now, the best decision you can ever make in your life is to get started with this company, get set up, get qualified, and put the effort in there because, you know, a lot of people just, you know, when they make their first money, and I'm going to go back to my first couple $100, man, when that ATM started putting out $20 bills and I said, wait a minute, you know, wow, this is real. I just did that, you know, and guess what? I can do that again. That $200 was worth $2 million to me in just belief and confidence and excitement of what you can do. So, you know, it really is something that's, it's huge. It's a lot more than just making 25 bucks or 75 or $100. It's life-changing. You know, when you can, like I said, when you can be there for your kids and you can have that peace of mind and that freedom, it's priceless. It really is. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to take massive action. You know, when we were babies, you know, know, you learn to walk by doing. You start crawling around, you grab the hold of something, you pick yourself up, you stood there, you took a step, you fell on your butt or your face or whatever you fell on, you got back up, and you did it again until you got it. This is no different, okay? It's no different from any job that you've ever had. You walk in the door, it seems like everybody's running 100 miles an hour, and you know everybody knows what's going on but you, and it seems like you're in slow motion and they're bebopping around. After we were doing it for a week, maybe 2 weeks, you started getting a feel for it. A month down the road, you're teaching the new people that walk in the door what needs to be going on, and this is the same thing. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. That is huge, and you know that everybody starts as a beginner. I didn't know any of this stuff. I didn't have any of this in line. I didn't have this system here set up. I didn't have a training website and all this kind of stuff when I got started. You know what I had? I had Google, and I had YouTube, and I had Desire. And that's between those three things is how I learned this business and how Lindsay learned this business, and Amy and a lot of other people that have worked with us over the years, you know, put in there. You've got it beautifully. You got a system set up, ready to go. 1, 2, 3. You know, you're set up. You've got a step-by-step routine here. You've got myself. You've got the person that invited you. You've got 600 people that are in our ZNZ Solutions team that are there to assist you as well. So I don't know how else to put it. I showed you how to get started for free. I trying to get out of the screen share here to get back to where you can see me. I'm going to wrap it up. I want to jump in here and see. Stop my screen sharing. Okay. Hopefully that works. All right, there I am. All right, cool. Let me jump in here. I just want to see, does anybody have any questions? Michael, I know you got turned on to this by a friend of yours, and you kind of stumbled into my video. That's another really cool thing here I want to point out to you guys. Michael's going to be a beautiful example of that this evening. When I showed you guys how to get started with the with ZNZ1 for free, I went ahead and did a video, and I said, hey, and I sent it out, a broadcast to all of my people that had, put in their information on there. Michael actually stumbled into my video because a buddy of his had turned him on, or a friend had turned him on to ZNZ, and he wanted to do some research on it, so he was on YouTube, probably found it through YouTube or Google, and happened to see my video that said how to get started with ZNZ for free. And guess what? Underneath the video had my Skype and all my contact information. He actually contacted me 3 minutes before we started tonight, and I invited him to come sit in and see that, hey, we're real. There's other people. Here's the setup. Here's how all this works. And that's just an awesome example of it's simple advertising, guys. I put a little video out there because I've seen how you could get started for free with those three things, with those three offers, and that's all I did. I just logged in and showed you guys what I showed you right now. I'm still sitting at home. I'm still working, and it produces results. So on that note, if anybody has any questions, go ahead and shoot them into the chat. If not, we've been rolling about an hour and 5 minutes, and try to keep it around that time. Is there anybody that has any questions or anything that they need help with? This is, like I said, typically it's a night that we just do a presentation like I did. However, I'm here for the team, so if any of you, either Leslie, Amy, Stacy, Crystal, Rick, Diana, if you guys have any questions about how things are working, what you can do, how you can improve something, now's the time to ask. Let me know, and I'll jump in there and help out. Thank you, Amy. Amy is one of my buddies and my awesome teammates here. She calls me the wise owl. I call her little fox. You guys will see us joking around there. Can I give my prospects the video to watch? Yes, you can, Mary. I'm going to, when you go into your back office, Mary, and you see where it says team training, and you click on that, it's going to give you a link at the very top. I'll jump back in there and show you that. Leslie, yes, you can. This video will stay on here the entire week until next Tuesday night. So you can always invite people to come look at this and see this anytime that you want. I'm going to jump in here real quick and show you how that works. Let me go right back into my screen share, and I'm going to show you guys how you can invite your people and have your link that's going to give you credit. Excuse me, my throat got dry from talking so much. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, cool. You guys can see the screen again. When you sign up and you have, this is your back office area here. When you have this, you're going to hold your mouse over the training center and you're going to click on team training. When you do that, it's going to give you this. This is called a URL. Okay, this is your web address up here. At the end here, it says a username. What you're going to do is you're going to type in your username here. So right from the equals, let's do this here. I'm going to show you real quick. Let's do a blank document. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here and I'm going to grab, copy this. I'm going to bring it over here and I'm going to paste it in on a blank document so you can actually see it. Okay, so this is the actual link. I'm going to make it bold and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see here. Let's do 14. At the very end here, right after the equals where it says username, I'm going to highlight that part, and my ID is, or my link is Joe Batron. So that's my username for my ZNZ Solutions team. So what you're basically going to do is you're going to take that link there and you're going to replace, after the equals, you're going to type in your username here. And then this is the entire link that you're going to paste and you're going to give to somebody. So anytime you're talking to somebody and say, hey, listen, you know, you can actually watch one of our webinars that is live on every Tuesday night. We happen to be doing this on a Thursday night. Click, give them your link. Okay, that way when they're here and they're on the Hangout, they're watching this video here with me on it. Like I said, normally there's more people. Lindsay has a ball game or whatever. And then they go right underneath here and they want to get started. When they click on the ZNZ1, right from the video, it's taking them to my 445250. That's because it's my link. If it's your link, there's going to be your number here. So we have really gone way above and beyond to give you guys, you know what I'm saying, all the tools necessary, all the assistance. We give you the training site. We give you the system. We're here live for you. We have the group of over 600 people. You're not going to find this, guys. I'm sorry, but you're just not going to find a system like this anywhere else that you can do this kind of stuff in this business to actually make it easier for you. Leslie, again, I just showed you how you get your link. I know you work on Tuesday nights and it's been a challenge for you, but you always have this link available for you. Just throw your username in at the end and then give it to your people. It'll bring them right to this page. They'll see the different chat interaction. It's not going to be live at that time, but it's also it's recorded. What we're doing tonight will actually be there until next Tuesday evening. And they can watch it at any given time, day or night, 24/7. That's another thing about the internet. It gives you that leverage. Anybody else have any questions? Okay, I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm going to give it a couple of seconds here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'm going to jump out of the screen sharing. Jump back into the video. All right, there I am. Any additional questions? Anything I can help you guys with? No? Okay. Awesome. You're welcome, Leslie. My pleasure. Uh, Leslie was just saying thank you for pointing out how simple it is. And like I said, when I named this video, working with ZNZ is easy as 1, 2, 3. You got 3 steps to get started. You knock out a couple trials. You sign up. You you have to put in some work. You have to learn some things, but it's just following directions. It's all right there for you. Once you are in there, you're in business for yourself because you're an independent agent, but you're not by yourself. And I think that's one of the um, biggest things. What questions do you ask your prospects? Good question, Stacy. This is about helping people. So um, when someone answers my ad in a group, I showed this a little bit earlier. I'm going to jump in here. This is a sheet that I have set up. I've got answers. I've got all this stuff. People are going to say, hey, what's the catch? I already have it, typed out here. I don't have to sit here and type and answer, worry about answering their question. When somebody says, what's the catch? Well, there's many catches. Just like with anything in life, it's very real. I've been with the company for 2.5 years. Now I started April of 2012. You got to go get the information, check everything out, and make a decision. Get signed up as an agent. You learn the system. You put in the work, and you produce the results. It's not a job that you're hired for. We're independent freelance advertisers with the company. We bring in business, and they pay us commissions. It's simple work, but it's still work. There's a job that you have to accomplish. You have to produce results so we bring in revenue, so there's money for us to be paid. I take that when somebody says, oh, what's the catch? I copy that. I go right into the group or wherever they responded, and I paste that in there. Okay? Here's another thing. I kind of want it. We're always trying to keep it simplistic. And here's the short version of it. Companies advertise to gain customers. Companies pay money for advertising. We provide an advertising service. The promotions company we work with has contracts with 100 of these companies, all advertising on our website. We copy and paste ads. People check out the website. A percentage are going to try the companies out. They pay commissions. The promotion company with ZNZ pays commissions daily. You work, you produce results. You're paid the next day, up to $100 a pop, as many times as you can get it done. Short, sweet, and simple, but you have to put in the work. Just keep getting ads out online. We'll teach you that part. Then you handle the incoming and work with those that are serious. Everybody wins. These are simple little things that it's already there. You know what I'm saying? You can request the information. Those of you that are in the group, just hit us up. In the file section of the group and also in the training, there's samples of this kind of stuff. And I showed you that. When somebody basically, I typed in a name here earlier, when somebody responds in a group and says, I want info, I put, I paste this in there, said, boom. I said, hello. And then I'll tag them. And in the group, I'll tag them themselves. I'd be like, hey, Stacy, I would tag her right there on Facebook. Thank you for the response. We provide an advertising service for large companies and get paid when we bring them business. Please message me direct for details and consideration. Thanks. The only thing I did was took 2 seconds to type Stacy's name in there and tag her on that. That's my response in a group. Okay, people need to message you. If everybody messages you, Facebook sees one person messaging another person. If you go and message everybody else that's not on your friends list, Facebook says, hey, wait a minute. This is like a bot. This person, this one profile has messaged the same message to 25 or 30 people. So you want to be careful and you want to make sure. These are some of the little things that we teach you. Make sure everybody comes to you. You also want people that are serious. Listen, I'm willing to do the work with you, but I'm not going to do the work for you, okay? I've got to work in and take care of my family. I've got to make sure Joe's taken care of. So I'll jump in there and work with you. And if I'm not mistaken, you guys are watching me, and you're not watching my screen. I'm sorry. Let me go back in real quick. Sorry about that. I didn't think about. I was showing you my my pitch when you were talking about your questions, Stacy. You're gonna see that I'm there. Okay. All right. I apologize. Let me backtrack. Okay. When somebody answers you in a group, what kind of questions do you have with your prospects? Here's where I was reading from. Okay. When somebody says, hey, I'm interested in a group, I'm going to use you as an example, Stacy, because you asked me the question. I would go in here and I'm just going to type in hello. I'm going to copy this whole thing. All right. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it in the group when somebody says, hey, I want some info. All I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to type in Stacy's name and I'm going to tag her in that group so that she gets a notification that I responded to her and says, hey, Stacy, thank you for the response. We provide an advertising service for large companies. and get paid when we bring them business. People, please message me direct for details and consideration. Thanks. It took me literally 2 seconds to type in her name. I copy and pasted. I'm not kidding when I say copy and paste. All the information from here down is always the same. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to type in, if somebody says, hey, they're going to message me for information. Hey, Stacy, hello, Stacy, pleasure to meet you. Now, if she made a few additional comments, hey, I'm interested in doing this. Is it a scam? I've tried things before, blah, 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 whatever it is. I'm going to type in a response right here in this area. I'm going to say, hey, pleasure to meet you. I know what you mean. I was leery too. I wanted to make sure that it was real. I emailed the guy that I got together with, or that I found it through, and here I am 2.5 years later, still making money with the company. That might be my response if she would have made that kind of comment. From here down is all information that I basically paste in there and send to them. I'll run through it real quick. What we do is simple. We provide an advertising service for major companies, helping them gain potential new customers. We copy and paste ads online to bring people into the promotion company's website. Companies like Disney, Discover, Gamefly, and Netflix pay commissions when we bring them people that'll check out their trial offers. We have contracts with hundreds of companies that pay commissions. If you have a computer with dedicated home internet, you can copy and paste and follow directions, and you can do this. Here's the bottom line. We work 2 advertising programs, which I showed you this evening, ZNZ1, ZNZ Big Cash, that pay us up to $100 per referral, and the company pays out daily. You have to put in the work, but it gives you the ability to pull unlimited amount of $100 bills. Imagine having a box that you can pull $100 bills out. Anytime you need to make money, you can pull $100 bills out of that. That's what you have, a virtual box at your fingertips online on your computer that you can put in the work. You have to produce the results, yes. But if you don't show up at your job and you don't do the work, you're fired. You don't get paid. Bottom line, this is no different, okay? All of this stuff in here, okay? And then I said, what can I help you accomplish? That's what I want to know. And I put in here, please don't say money. People with specific goals and needs go after them because they make it a necessity in their lives. That's what spawns true change. Now, there's been times where I've said, hey, have you ever done anything like this before? So on and so forth. And, here's my second response. You can see there, I'm copying and pasting. Now I have to personalize it. I'm being real. I'm answering their questions. A lot of times I would say, hey, have you ever done this before? And they say, no. Oh, that's fine. We've got all the training and information sites set up for you to plug right into. Plus, I work very closely with your people. If you're serious about making money from home and you want to get paid quickly, then, you need to hit the website, check everything out, get back to me as soon as possible with your questions. We can have you signed up and qualified within a couple hours. They'll approve you the same day. And I'm giving a sign-on bonus for the holidays. I'm actually paying them $25 first thing the next morning. So it won't cost them anything. Now, why am I doing this? Because ZNZ is going to pay me what? They're going to pay me $100. Where are we at here? $100. They're going to pay me $100. So if I can help somebody out, especially during the holidays, I don't do this all year round. I do it periodically. But I'm giving right now, I'm feeling generous. I'd rather get 75 out of 100 than 100% of nothing. And that's why I'm doing that. Plus, a lot of people are trying to get things set up for the holidays, and they need cash, and, it's just like I said, this is about giving and helping people. Here are the first couple steps. Check out the website. There'll be an intro page. All this stuff right here, and then I give them my link, which is this is my own unique link that I have forwarded to my presentation system. You don't have to worry about that. I showed you what your links are and where you're going to get them. But that's basically what I was talking about there. When somebody says, what's the catch? I already have all this typed out right here. I don't have to. I'm going to type in, hey, there are many catches, Stacy, oops. Just like with anything else in life, it's very real. I've been with them for 2.5 years, started April 2012. You go after the information, check everything out, make a decision, get signed up as an agent, learn the system, put in the work and produce the results. It's not a job that you're hired for. We're independent freelance advertisers. I read this a little bit earlier, but you guys weren't seeing my screen like I thought you were. Again, there are times when I'm having conversation with somebody where they'll say, what is this whole thing? And I came up with the short version. I've actually shared this inside the group, and I'm going to run through this real quick. Companies advertise to gain customers. Companies pay money for advertising. We provide an advertising service. The promotions company we work with has contracts with hundreds of these companies, all advertising on our website. We copy and paste ads. People check the website out. A percentage of them try the companies out. They pay commissions. The promotion company pays us daily. You work, you produce results. You get paid the next day up to $100 a pop, as many times as you can get it done. Short, sweet, and simple, but you have to put in the work. Just keep getting the ads out online. We'll teach you that. Then you handle the incoming, work with those that are serious. Everybody wins. The companies get potential customers. ZNZ gets money. They get new agents. I help you, and ZNZ pays me, which helps my family. Everybody wins. I'm going to copy and paste that entire thing, and it takes me this long to do it. That's how long it takes you to respond. It really is copy and paste. We're going to give you all this types of information. For those of you that are already on the team and in the group, throw a message in the group. Please don't hit me, everybody, my personal inbox, because also when you advertise or when you put questions in the group, I get to teach 600 people at one time rather than teaching one person at a time. So that's what I was referring to. I wanted to jump back in there for you guys and just make sure that you got to actually see what I was talking about the whole time. I didn't realize that you weren't on the screen there. Does anybody else have any questions? I ran a little bit over than I normally would want to do. I try to keep it around an hour, about 20, 25 after. So. All right. Let me turn the screen sharing off. All right. Again, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out with me on a Thursday night. If there's anything you need, you can throw it in the chat. You guys know how to get a hold of me. Any more questions? Last call. All right. Awesome. Thank you everybody for showing up. I appreciate you. I hope you guys have an awesome holiday. I'm pretty sure we'll be here Tuesday evening as well. Christmas being Thursday, we're going to probably take the rest of the week off there and enjoy the time with our families. Again, thanks. Appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful night, and I'm going to close it out.